welcome to my channel. Today I am back with another chapter of Geography, Class 7, Chapter 3. The name of the chapter is Our Changing Earth. So in this chapter we will talk about the interior and external changes in our Earth surface. So first of all, let's start with the lithospherical plate. So what is lithospherical plate? So we have already read about lithosphere. The lithosphere is broken into a number of plates known as lithospheric plate. So, so this lithos, so our lithosphere has so many numbers of lithospheric plate, and these plates continuously, very slowly moves around. So it's move around. It moves in a circular way, just a few millimeter each year. This is because of the molten magma inside the earth. So we have already discussed what is molten magma. It is found in the interiors of our earth surface. It is we call it lava also. So this lava keeps on moving inside our earth. That's why the lithospheric plate also move. So now we will talk about the changes that caused by the movement of lithospheric plate. The movement of the lithospheric plates causes changes on the earth's surface. The movement are divided into two types. First one is, there are two kind of movement. First one is endogenic, and second one is exogenic. The forces which act in the interior of earth are called endogenic force, and the forces which work on the surface of the earth are called exogenic. Means endogenic means interiors of earth, under the earth, like movement in molten magma, core, extra, and exogenic means movement on the surface of lithosphere, like on soil crust layer of lithosphere. So here we have here is the earth movement, exogenic, endogenic, and exogenic. So we have certain forces like earthquake, volcano, landslide. These incidents take place inside our earth. And exogenic, erosion and deposition. Erosion means this means wearing away of soil from the earth's surface, lithosphere. And deposition means when the water take away the, like it's rain like this, and it take away the soil from here to here. This is called deposition, and this is normally called, this is not it this process is normally done through river, wind, sea waves, glacier. River carry itself amount of soil from one place to another, and wind also do the same activity by flying the dust particles, soil particles from one place to another. Sea wave also do the same. And glacier means when the glacier melted and it became water, it take away the soil portion from one place to another place. Okay, so now let's talk about the what is earthquake, volcano, etc. So I'm going to discuss about the volcano here. So this is a diagram of volcano, and volcano arise when there is a eruption on the ground surface on the lithosphere crust layer. This is called the vent. From here the lava comes out, and when it cooled down it became a rock. This red part is known as molten magमा इसको लावा भी बोलते हैं. And from here at the top, from here the crater, gases and acids. First of all, the gases and acids will fly up in the air, then the lava comes. So here is the word origin. Endo means inside and exo means outside. Okay, so now we will talk about the earthquake. So how an earthquake take place? So in this here, when the two plates of the, suppose this is the plate 1 and plate 2, when this plate moves and fold among each other, this became then it create a earthquake on the lithosphere crust surface. So from where the earthquake started, this is known as epicenter, and we measure earthquake in seismic seismimeter. Yeah, this is how we measure the earthquake radius. So here is the few newspaper cuttings. Earthquake hit Burj Khalifa, and all this happened very recently, not very recently, but many years ago, 2001. Now we will talk about the major landforms. So the landscape is being continuously worn away by two processes: weathering and erosion. Weathering is the breaking up of rocks and on the earthen surface. Erosion is the wearing away of the landscape by different agents like water, wind, and ice. So here we will talk about how rocks comes on surface, and erosion, how the soil move from one place, like erosion deposits etc. So we will talk about the firstly we'll talk about the work of rivers. The running water in the river erode the landscape. When the river tumble a steep angle over a very hard rock or down a steep valley inside is from a waterfall. So yes, here rivers come, as you have seen here, rivers come like this and it directly fall down and then move again. So this is called waterfall. This is the first layer is here is hard rock, then soft rock undercut, means this is soft rock, and this down portion is also soft rock. So now we'll talk about the meander. A river entered the plain, it twists and turns, forming a large bend known as meander. Due to continuous erosion and this deposition, along with the meander and end of the meander loop, and closer and due to the course of time and meander loops cut off of the river, and it form oaks cut off lakes, and it form oxbow lakes. So let me tell you what is oxbow lake. So here, as you can see in the image, here the river is coming like this, and this portion due to the different landform, this lake has formed. So water is trapped here, it can't rejoin here the following of other rivers. So this is called meander. So now moving on, we will talk about the floodplain. Floodplain is normally very fertile land. You will always see in the plain area, there will be more population as compared to the hilly mountains areas because of the fertility of the land. Now we will talk about this is the main delta. So this is what actually the delta look like in our country. The biggest delta is Sundarban Delta, and Sundarban Delta has almost 177 big and small rivers. And now we will talk about the work of sea. The erosion and deposition of the sea wave give rise to coastal landform. Seawater continuously strike at the rock, crack develop over time and became larger and wider, thus allow the like caves and form on the rock. This is called sea cave. So as you can see, this is a sea cave. So water continuously heat it and always break a small portion of this big rock, and it creates sea wave and cave. This one is sea cave and arches like this. So now we will talk about the work of ice. So what is work of ice? Glacier. This is known as the glacier, and glacier we also call it as a river of ice. It which erode the landscape by bulldozing soil and stone to explore the solid rock below. Glacier curve out deep hollow there. As the ice melt, they get flipped up with the water and become beautiful lake in the mountains. So when this ice will melt, there will be several lakes in this area. This is called river of ice. And we have the highest mountain, Siachen Glacier, and this is called the glacier moraine. The material carried by the glacier, such as rock, big and small, sand and solid, get deposit. This deposit is called glacier. So whatever whatever from here get deposited to another place, this is called glacier moraine. So we will talk about the work of wind. So we will talk about this. Okay, an active agent of erosion and deposition in the desert is wind. So as you can see in this image, this is the sand dune, and this image is from desert area. So you will normally found these mountains. This is steep. It is narrow from the bottom and wide at the top. This is because the wind carry out the desert sand particles from the bottom and deposit to the another place. So these mountains are normally called mushroom rocks. Winds erode the lower section of the rocks more than the upper part. Therefore, such rocks have narrow base and wider top. When it stop blowing, the sand form and get deposited in low hills like structure. These are called sand dunes. So this is well settled sand, and this will be called sand dune. When sand is deposited in very large area, it is called loess. A large deposit of loess is found in China. So remember this loess, and it is found world largest is in found in China. So that's much for today. Let us do little bit of question answer. Okay, why do the plate moves? Question number 1, why do the plates move? So plates move because of the movement inside the earth because of molten magma. Now, what are exogenic and endogenic force? So exogenic means inside, outside, and endogenic means inside forces that affect the lithosphere of our earth. What is erosion? Erosion is the wearing away of the soil from one place to another. Question number 4, how do footplain form? Footplain form because of the flowing rivers. Question number 5, what are sand dunes? Sand dunes are found in the desert area. Air or wind take away the sand particles from the bottom of the rocks, and these sand dunes are narrow from the bottom and the wider from the top. Question number 4, how are beach formed? Beaches are formed from the flowing river. And what are oaks blow like? We have studied few minutes back oaks blow lakes. So let's question number 2, tick the correct answer. Which one is not a erosion failure of sea wave? Which is a erosion failure?